So I wanted to do a video explaining my parents' comments on when I made the adoption video. So I was a little nervous to post it, but they had really positive responses. So I kind of want to just read them to you guys. I did change my phone case, if you saw in my what's in my iPhone. So this is a new phone case and it's just an elephant sticker. But I wanted to read the comments to you guys of what my parents said about my adoption video. So first, let me get some Wi-Fi because Wi-Fi is always so bad here. So let me connect to good Wi-Fi and then let's get into the video. So first I'm gonna talk about my dad and then I'm gonna talk about my mom. So I didn't even realize that my dad watches my YouTube videos, which is actually really cool. And he has an account, so he commented on the video. And it's kind of long, so I'm gonna put a picture here of what he said, but I'm going to read it to you guys because I don't wanna mess up what he said because all of them are really good points. So I'm just gonna read it to you, and if I'm looking over here, I'm using my laptop because my phone won't connect to Wi-Fi because that's Cambodia for you. So he wrote, "You forgot to add some of the adventures we had in Belarus. Van ride from Gomel to Minsk. Lexi," which is my sister, as I mentioned in the other video, "almost fell in a urinal hole at an outdoor bathroom." So in Russia, I'll kind of explain that. The bathrooms are just like a hole in the ground. And like we were really tiny because we were malnutrition. And I guess when they were going to the bathroom, she almost fell. Then she proceeded to vomit all over me in the van. So the thing about Russia is it's freezing cold and we weren't used to wearing like a ton of clothes. So having to be really cold and then going into a really hot van, she was hot, but she didn't speak English. So she was trying to take her sweatshirt off and things like that. And they were like, no, like you have to keep it on. Like it's cold out, you need these jackets. And she kept trying to take it off and my dad wouldn't let her. So she got sick because she got overheated and threw up on my dad. And he wrote, "We barely made it to the US Embassy in Minsk before they closed." I did not know that. That was the first time I've learned this. It was Friday, so we would have had to wait until the following Monday to proceed to our entry visa to Poland and USA. And then he said, "We were able to wash Lexi's clothes there and clean her up, and they didn't have time to dry. So my mom wrapped her up in a blanket and went to the train station. There were many Belarusian women giving us an evil eye as Lexi's bare feet were dangling out of the blanket in sub-zero temperatures. We finally boarded our train to Warsaw and eventually enjoyed some Western civilization comforts." And he wrote Papa, because that's what we called him back in Russia. I think I still have a video of that, but we would call him Papa growing up until we like learned English and learned Dad. And he wrote another comment, which was really cool. He said, "By the way, I named you Catherine after Catherine the Great of Russia, Empress of Russia in the late 1700s. The reason your name is spelled with a K is because I thought Catherine with a C, the Great's name started with a K. So I probably would have been with a C if he knew." And my sister Lexi, Alexandra, was named Alexandra because the orphanage called her Sasha, which was her nickname, to Alexandra. And then he said, "Plus, I was also thinking about Alexander the Great in case you two start fighting on whose name is the greatest." So that's actually really funny because now I know that and we can't fight whose name's greater because we're both named after someone who was the great, which is actually really cool. I didn't know that. Okay, now my phone is working. So my mom wrote, "I liked your adoption story, a few details off." So I messed up a little bit. But she said, "Overall correct. Most important is that's how you remember it. Just for posterity, you were with your birth parents until I was 1.5, so I didn't know that. I guess I wasn't in the orphanage from birth. I was with my parents till I was 1.5. We didn't know about you until we had already been working on getting Ray for 6 months. We added you in as soon as we knew about you. We were so excited that our dreams and prayers for a big family were actually becoming real. So it took 2 years with a lot of different types of labor from when we started the paperwork to when we got you 3. We gave Ray the middle name Nicholas because we wanted him to have a Russian name since we were changing his. We didn't want him to be teased with the name Roman Church. We chose Raymond after Uncle Ray because we could just slide it in. Hopefully I noticed, but it did because it sounded like Roman. Sergey was so adamant about not changing his names that we were trying to be careful. So my parents were just kind of scared of changing Ray's name, so they added the name as the middle name, so Roman was his name. And then she also wrote, "It's such a happy memory for us. A funny story too is that at my bachelorette party, one of the predictions for my future that my friends made was that I was destined to have a son named Roman Catholic Church because of my new last name and because my rep was the little good Catholic girl. So when we found out Ray's name was Roman, I almost fainted." So that is what my parents said. I'll share that with you guys because I was very nervous to post a video, but they had really good reactions to it. And they actually told me some new things that I didn't know. I didn't know that our names was named that for my dad, and I didn't know about my sister and her almost falling into a toilet hole thing. So it was actually really cool that they watched it and then wrote a comment and told me more about my adoption, because I'm not afraid to ask, but sometimes I just don't like bringing it up. And so when they tell me things on their own, I really enjoy that, and it's just really cool to learn about my life growing up. So that is what my parents said about my adoption video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will definitely make more videos. Someone just dropped something outside. I'll definitely make more videos about my adoption or anything related to that if you guys want. Just leave a comment down below. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot to me. Bye guys.